Yo, what is going on, guys? Trade recap today. Took one trade, we won, hit TP, but I'm kind of more annoyed about today than a losing day, only because there was 3 setups that I had limit orders on. I then took them off because of emotions. Like, I was like, oh, I've had my one win for the day. What if I lose now? I took off my setups, my limit orders, because of emotions, and every single one of them hit full TP with literally no drawdown at all. So I could have been up 1.5k today. Instead, I'm up 150 because I let my emotions get into play. So I will work on that. I will sort that out. We're not going to be negative. We're going to talk about today's trade recap and just look to the upside and try and improve from here on out. So the winning trade I took today was this position right here. We had a 1 minute rejection block, which also aligned inside a 3 minute rejection block. Moving from the low to the high, we was trailing down here. When price came down here, I took my limit order off because I thought we was too overextended. Then when we came up and created this new low, I used my fib tool and I saw that the golden zone sat perfectly just below the CE of this rejection block. So I set my limit order just below the CE of the rejection block. I had my stops at the top of the leg. Then when we came up and hit the CE, I trailed my stops to that leg. I was targeting the swing low and we hit full TP there. So second trade I had a limit on. I wanted to see a manipulation up with 10 a.m. to then get a rejection to the downside with this 1 hour fair value gap. So what happened? We came up, tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap and created a 1 minute rejection block. Now, I wanted to originally take this 1 minute rejection block here because if I marked out from the high to the low, you can see we came up, tapped 0.62, then we went to full TP, which was 10 a.m., would have been a 1 to 8 RR, that would have been my 1.5k done for the day. Instead, though, which I think is valid, but we came and tapped into a 3 minute fair value gap, so I decided to not set my limit order on the 1 minute rejection block. I was going to wait for the 3 minute rejection block to form because otherwise we could have just get stopped out if we decided to reverse out of the 3 minute. So I waited for the 3 minute to form and then marked out 3 minute rejection block, and then it never came up and tapped CE of that. So it came to about this area of price because I was trailing it down here. So my limit order was now at a 0.705 range. We came up, edged the 0.705, then dumped straight to full TP. I was targeting a retest of 10 a.m. We missed this trade. Another trade I missed. I had a limit order on the 10 a.m. body candle with a 10-point stop. It came down, tapped it, would have filled my limit. My target was the previous area of liquidity and draws of liquidity. Would have tapped me in and went to full TP in one candle, and then I could have just carried on targeting the rest of this anyway. And then the trade that I was talking about, how I missed it here because it didn't hit CE. It then, after I got off the charts, I came back to look whilst recording this video. It then came up, hit CE, and then dumped yet again to 10 a.m. and then my second draw of liquidity. So I read the markets like a book today. I knew where it was going to go at all points. I had a limit order here to catch the short to 10 a.m. I had a long to catch the 10 a.m. move up to this rejection block back, and I had a limit order on this rejection block to take the shorts back down. It's just about acting on it. I didn't act on any of them. I let my emotions come into play. I paid the price. I'm now looking at what could have been. Now, obviously, I know that is a big mistake in trading, at least in my trading. Every time I look at, oh, I could have had this, I could have done this, it could have been this, I could have made this. It's just a bad state of mind to be in, but it's not an unlucky day. It was down to me. I didn't set my limits. And then also here on the trade that I actually did take, I only risked $50. So I only made 150. But I told myself that before 10 a.m. I'll be risking 150. So if I did that, I would have made 700 here. Then after 10 a.m. I'd risk 250. If I risked 250 on this position, took the short down, that would have been 1.5k. My day would have been done already. I wouldn't have even have to worry about these two trades. Taking this trade and or this trade would have made another 1.5k. But now, yeah, I'm just doing what I said I wouldn't, thinking about what ifs. Instead of thinking about the what ifs, I'm going to think about what can I do. So to improve, I need to be robotic on the charts. Like, I see this setup appear. We tap into a 1 hour gap. We get a rejection block from it. It perfectly touches the golden zone. We want to retest 10 a.m. We've got liquidity below us. That is a good setup in my books. I should have taken it straight away. Waiting for the 3 minute would have been an even better setup. But sometimes, I think as PB says, it doesn't have to be perfect. The setup doesn't have to be perfect for you to take it. This was a really good setup and I missed it because I tried to make it perfect. Now, this one, same thing. I should have just set a limit order here. Retest 10 a.m. Bang. Same thing. I mean, not really same thing here, but essentially it is. Because if I caught the short here, I would not have looked for another retest of the same rejection block to short down. This second retest of the CE and then a short down, that was just like rubbing it in my face. But is what it is. We're going to try and improve next time. Tomorrow, next day, this week, I'll make sure that every trade I take, I'm going to say I risked 150 on. And I only took it if it was a good setup and I had good conviction. So see you guys tomorrow.